Right now at noon, scuba students show off their skills at a basketball game.
We had a beautiful but chilly start to the day, warm and windy for us as we head through the afternoon. We'll take a look at your forecast coming up.
And 4-H competitors in Ottawa County put their skills to the test.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
This week, both President Biden and former President Donald Trump could gain enough delegates in a primary contest to secure their party's nomination. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Noe. The two 2024 frontrunners have already pivoted towards a general election rematch, holding dueling rallies over the weekend in Georgia. Voters in the Peachtree State, Mississippi, and Washington State will make their voices heard at the polls tomorrow. CBS News correspondent Naomi Ruckham has more from New York.
Get out the vote.
Stumping in Georgia over the weekend, President Biden and former President Donald Trump previewed their likely general election rematch, trading barbs while pushing voters to the primary polls tomorrow.
Donald Trump and the MAGA Republicans are trying to take our freedoms away.
Let's send crooked Joe Biden packing.
With immigration remaining a top issue this election season, the current and past presidents both addressed the killing of a Georgia nursing student, allegedly by an undocumented migrant. Speaking to MSNBC, President Biden expressed regret for referring to the suspect as a, quote, illegal during last week's State of the Union address, following criticism from some in his party.
I shouldn't have used illegal. It's undocumented.
Trump later bashed Biden's comments.
He was an illegal migrant, and he shouldn't have been in our country.
President Biden kicked off a multi-state blitz the day after his State of the Union address, starting with Pennsylvania on Friday and Georgia Saturday. Today he heads to New Hampshire and later this week, Wisconsin and Michigan. Naomi Ruckham, CBS News.
Vice President Kamala Harris has also hit the campaign trail. Over the weekend, she was out west with events focused on building support among Latino voters.
Yeah, we had a chilly start this morning, but things warming up nicely across the area. A quick look from the MoDOT camera, 20th and Rangeline. Earlier this morning, we had plentiful sunshine out there as folks got their day underway. Same from our camera on the Cornell complex. But even this morning, winds beginning to pick up across the area. Yesterday started the day at 28, so we had a pretty cold start to the weekend, both yesterday and Saturday, below average. But our temperatures not too bad, made it just a few degrees above normal into the low 60s. Temperature trend is going to continue to trend upwards as we head toward the middle of this week. However, our thunderstorm chances will also trend upwards as we head over the next couple of days. So here's what we're keeping an eye on. Warm and breezy today, so not a bad Monday whatsoever. However, our thunderstorm chances are increasing starting tomorrow, really tomorrow evening and overnight, and some of those could be strong thunderstorms. And we're going to be warmer and stormier as we head into Friday across the area, with the possibility of some strong to low-grade severe thunderstorms. And at this point, the primary concern is going to be with large damaging hail and those damaging wind gusts. And of course, we're going to keep an eye on all that for you. We're going to break down those thunderstorm chances and what that threat looks like over the next few days and just how warm it's going to get in the full forecast here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. We'll see you soon. Well, St. Patrick's Day celebrations are underway. Art Central in Carthage Sunday kicked off the holiday by creating St. Patrick's Day gnomes. Attendees were provided with supplies for their creation, including yarn for hair, hats, and pins.
Gnomes are so much fun, and to me, with a gnome, it's like less detail as far as, if you try to create other things, you're dealing with the eyes, the mouths and stuff. With the gnomes, you just got this little pug nose and no eyes to deal with, but it leaves a little bit for your imagination to roll.
Sunday's workshop began at 2 and wrapped up around 5. Easter is right around the corner, and Firehouse Pottery in Joplin is kicking off the holiday with an Easter egg story time. Children of all ages had the opportunity to listen to an Easter story and then paint a piece of pottery inspired by the book. Organizers say it's a way for families to start a fun new Easter tradition.
It is a great thing for kids because they can use their creativity, and it also gives them something to keep for years and look back on. They get a lot of good quality family time. It's a wonderful thing to do. Yeah.
The story for Saturday's event was Duck and Goose, Here Comes the Easter Bunny. Well, scuba students at Calypso Scuba Saturday showed off their basketball skills in an underwater basketball game. The purpose of the event was to have fun while raising money for local fire departments. It included stadium-style foods, a tour of the Dunwich fire truck, and of course, cheering on their favorite team.
Getting to come out and meet people in the city here and people that want to help us out, and then it's kind of fun. I've never been to an underwater basketball game before, so it's really actually fun watching them try to make a shot down there.
The player's entry fee was $20, which included tanks and scuba gear. Missouri Southern Saturday hosted an archery tournament for local high schools. Around 900 students participated in the event from schools including Oswego, Riverton, Joplin, Neosho, Lamar, and Sarcoxy. Officials say the tournaments give students a chance to connect and meet new people. The top male and female at Saturday's event was awarded Missouri Southern scholarships. When you think of 4-H, you might think of animals like cattle or poultry, but how about public speaking or graphic design? KOAM Samantha Walker has more on how a 4-H contest tests areas you might not expect.
Because I love 4-H.
4-H is a popular after-school activity for students across the country. The H's stand for head, heart, hands, and health, referred to as the 4 squares of education.
It's just a great way for young adults to develop those skills that they're going to be able to need later in life.
Many people associate 4-H contests with animals, as many contests include student work with goats, pigs, and horses. A competition in Miami challenged students in different ways.
Some of those events include photography, public speaking, skill-a-thon, and also impressive dress is some of the categories we have today.
Gracie Smith has been competing in 4-H for 7 years. She is competing in several events, including public speaking.
I've gained knowledge on how to speak better and more knowledge on how to compete.
Others participated in photography or made posters to show off their design skills.
About where we do the 4-H, like after school, and another one was about how to feed my cat.
And while Smith is well seasoned in these contests, others are just starting.
It's my first year.
Those in 4-H recommend others learn more about the organization.
It helps them learn to be a better individual and be more active in their community and gain community service.
I'm going to have a lot of fun in 4-H too.
In Miami, Samantha Walker, KOAM News.
Many of the competitors' projects presented Saturday will also be saved and entered into this year's Ottawa County Fair. For coming up, it was Hollywood's biggest night last night. We'll take a look at highlights from the 96th Academy Awards. And later, we're making mushroom rice bake in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Well, the Barbenheimer blockbuster phenomenon that started over the summer finally came to its conclusion. Danya Bacchus has the highlights from last night's 96th Academy Awards.
Christopher Nolan's blockbuster Oppenheimer, about the making of the atomic bomb, scored big at the Oscars, winning 7 Academy Awards, including Best Picture and Best Director.
I have so many people to thank.
Cillian Murphy, who starred as the titular scientist, nabbed his first Oscar.
For better or for worse, we're all living in Oppenheimer's world, so I would really like to dedicate this to the peacemakers everywhere.
As did his on-screen nemesis, Robert Downey Jr.
I'd like to thank my terrible childhood and the Academy.
Downey's competition in the Best Supporting Actor category included Barbie's Ryan Gosling, who delivered a show-stopping performance of his hit song, I'm Just Ken.
I'm just Ken, baby, where else I've been.
Wearing a pink suit and joined by the movie's other Kens, along with Slash on guitar, Gosling got Barbie director Greta Gerwig and stars Margot Robbie and America Ferrera in on the fun.
Ryan Gosling even had the people at the bar stop. The people who were getting their drinks stopped, watched the monitors. It was like time stood still.
Emma Stone also got in on the action, which may have led to a wardrobe malfunction.
My dress is broken. I think it happened during I'm Just Ken.
Stone picked up her second Best Actress Oscar for her performance in Poor Things, edging out Killers of the Flower Moon's Lily Gladstone.
I am so grateful to all you beautiful people out here.
Divine Joy Randolph won for her supporting role as a grieving mother in The Holdovers. And in a bit of levity, actor John Cena took to the stage nearly naked to present the award for the best costume design. Danya Backus, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Looking for a side dish that's as memorable as your main dish? Well, look no more, because today we're sharing a mouth-watering recipe that's one pan easy.
And we're going to take a look at our thunderstorm chances as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and even Friday with a look at your full forecast right after this. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So again, we had a chilly start to our Monday, but it's going to be an absolutely beautiful day across the area ahead of those thunderstorm chances. Let's take a quick look outside. Again, the MoDOT camera from earlier this morning at 20th and Range Line in Joplin looking pretty good this morning. And same from our camera on the Cornell Complex in downtown Joplin. Winds starting to pick up, and of course we're going to be dealing with gusty winds across the area. KDOT camera on 69 at Kansas Crossing earlier this morning as well. Again, plentiful sunshine out there. Winds are going to be the thing on top of our thunderstorm chances over the next few days. So today we're still looking at those gusts anywhere from 25, potentially 30 miles an hour. And then as we head into our Tuesday, that's where these winds are really going to ramp up. Now they'll stay southerly, which is good because that brings in warmer air, but they are really going to pick up. 35, 40 mile an hour wind gusts will be common, although as you saw, we could see those occasional gusts upwards of 45 miles an hour out there, and it'll stay breezy through our Tuesday and even into our Wednesday across the area, so something to keep an eye on and just be cognizant of as you're driving with south winds if you're on any east-west highways in the area. For the rest of today, again, upper 60s for our highs, southwest breeze gusting to 25, otherwise sunny skies with maybe a cloud or two here or there. As we head into the evening hours, we're going to be clear initially, and then clouds will gradually increase later this evening, and we'll go partly cloudy overnight, still breezy, south winds gusting to 25 with our lows back into the upper 40s. And then tomorrow, we're going to spend most of the day mostly cloudy. We're going to reach highs in the low 70s, and we'll have those late evening thunderstorms out there. That south breeze again, 15 to 25, gusting to 35. In some cases, could go a bit higher than that. So about those thunderstorm chances, what are we looking at? Right now, we are looking at them getting here by late evening on Tuesday. So here we are about 8 o'clock, and we'll have scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of these, again, could be strong, low-grade severe, with hail and wind at this point as the primary threat with these storms. And they will linger into early Wednesday morning. And that's the thing about tomorrow night and Wednesday night is these thunderstorms are going to be overnight, late night, overnight events. So during the daytime, we're going to be just cloudy and breezy. So by Wednesday, these start to kick on out of here. We're going to spend most of Wednesday mostly cloudy and breezy again, but still warm. By late Wednesday, overnight, and into Thursday, we're going to see another round of showers and thunderstorms. And again, some of these could be strong, low-grade severe. However, Thursday, they're expected to last most of the day, but as you can see, they're also expected to really hang around the I-44 corridor. Now, they can go a few miles to the north of that, but they're really going to be almost confined to the Interstate 44 corridor through Thursday into early Friday morning. So again, for today, no thunderstorm threat whatsoever. We're looking great. By tomorrow, and again, tomorrow night, we've got that low end risk across the area. And then again on Wednesday, for really Wednesday night into Thursday, another low end risk across the area. And again, with wind and hail being the primary concern with any of the stronger storms out there. And we'll keep a close eye on that for you. Outside of that, warmer weather too, mid-70s through Thursday. Then we start to cool down Friday and into the weekend. And as we head into next week, we start cool, but then we go back to the mid-60s by next Wednesday. Elise?
All right, thanks, Chris. Well, stick around. We're making mushroom rice bake in the Mr. Food Test kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, this hearty and comforting casserole is the perfect co-star for any of your favorite main dishes. Howard shows us how to make mushroom rice bake in the Mr. Food Test kitchen.
If someone were to ask you what you had for dinner last night, there's a good chance you'd only remember the main dish. That's because that's usually the star of the meal. Well, that won't be the case if you serve the side dish we're whipping up today. It's flavorful, Easy to make and very memorable. We start by combining some long grain rice with freshly sliced mushrooms, a small chopped onion, a can of condensed beef broth, a can of cream of mushroom soup, some butter, and a bit of black pepper. After giving it a stir, we pour it into a baking dish, cover it, and pop it in the oven. That's it. The oven does the rest. By the way, feel free to swap out the white rice for the brown or use chicken broth instead of beef. It's your masterpiece. And since it's so versatile, you can serve this with just about anything from roasted chicken to grilled steak. Just be careful taking it out of the oven because it's going to be smoking hot. To get the recipe for what we call our mushroom rice bake, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a memorable way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Well, you can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
Today's Ag Report is brought to you by Eubanks Equipment.
Again, warm and breezy today and cloudier tomorrow. Still windy out there. Low 70s. Evening thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong. Low grade severe overnight into Wednesday. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, breezy, warmer, mid 70s, and then more overnight strong thunderstorms possible. Thunderstorms again possible Friday or Thursday into Friday, and will cool back a bit heading into the upcoming weekend.
Well, coming up at 5, a college in New York has started an unusual experiment centered around retired seniors living on campus. We'll take a look at how it's benefiting the seniors and the students. Plus, the Joplin Humane Society shares the importance of fostering animals and how you can prevent puppies from getting sick. And we'll have an update on the Carl Junction storm sirens. Join us for those stories and more on KOAM News at 5. Well, that's the news for now. Thanks for joining us on KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5. Until then, have a great rest of your day.